My name is Narel Aurelio. I came to Canada 2007, so that's about close to 17 years now. And so far we're enjoying Canada, we're enjoying Brooks. Philippines, the last time I know, is composed of islands, 1,700 islands. We call that archipelago. And we're divided with 3 big islands. That's the Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. And that's where we came from. When I was new in Brooks, it's not easy at first because you don't know anybody, and then such time that we found out there's so many Filipinos over here. Actually, right on the 3rd day, I was able to visit a Filipino family who invited me for dinner, and I was so surprised that there's so many Filipinos here. I don't know about that. When you are new, you don't know. But then now, as time goes on, we're growing and growing. The community, Filipino community, is growing, and then everything is here. Even before, when I went home, I have to go for a manicure, for a massage, and everything. Now you don't need to go home to do that. All the services is here. We have a Filipino with a salon with mostly Filipinos are working, and it's like home sweet home to us now. Brooks is like home sweet home. Everything is here, like you are in Philippines too. The Filipino community in Brooks is also growing. Last Christmas party, we highlighted it with the invitation and the coming of the Premier of Alberta. And I don't know anybody that community invited the Premier and the Premier showed up. I'm so proud to be a Filipino member of the community. The most important, I should say, culture that we have to bring in wherever we go, it's there, is that we always smile and accommodating to people. I think we cannot deny that anywhere we go, we smile and greet people. No matter who they are, we just stand up and smile and be nice to everybody.
Yeah, so the Philippines is very diverse in terms of dialects. In fact, we have more or less 120 of them. And of course, our national language is Filipino, which is in the form of Tagalog. And we are also bilingual, so we use English and Filipino back home. From kindergarten, we already start speaking English. We were taught in school. And another thing too, because of the television, so kids are exposed to a lot of programs that they watched in the movies and in the television, that it also influenced them to understand and speak the language.
I can't even understand. We are short, Filipinos are short, but we love basketball. Even in the streets, we close the streets just to play basketball. But in my own understanding, because we have this television in Philippines that covers everything, and then we have these basketball games, professional basketball games in Philippines being aired on that TV, and it looks like everybody, that's the only well-known program. I think that's the most thing that I can remember why Filipinos love basketball. Karaoke is, other than basketball, this is crazy in Philippines. Everybody, once you give them, most Filipinos, all of us, you give us a microphone, we can sing. Because we have this is now part of the culture, that anywhere we go, we will sing. Spanish people, they have their own culture too. Anywhere they go, they dance. But Filipinos, they sing. If not basketball, it's gonna be the microphone. It's karaoke, and we like karaoke so much. Filipino can dance too, but usually we stick with the modern dances, but Filipinos have those cultural dances that they like to perform too. But then, you have to gather people to dance with everybody. Dancing is also part of our culture.
Fiesta Sanayon is a common festival in the Philippines. Fiesta means festival, and Nayon is a Filipino culture.
Filipinos were colonized by Spaniards, and mostly of the menu that we're cooking is from Spaniards. The adobo, these are all Spaniard menu, but we just developed that and with all the spices. That's why the Filipino adobo is #1 in the world. It's so different. It tastes so good. With my youngest daughter, all of them actually, their favorite is the adobo.
My name is Emma Mayo, and I came from the Philippines. Okay, this morning we're cooking chicken adobo, which is the popular dish in Philippines. So these are the ingredients. There's the chicken, bay leaves, garlic, onion, soya sauce, vinegar, oyster sauce, black pepper, chicken stock. So that's the ingredients for the chicken adobo. So we're gonna put the onion first.
When it becomes translucent, you need to put this.
Yeah. And then next we're gonna put the garlic. Yeah. Then the bay leaves. We stir it like stir. Then we put the water.
Yeah. Yeah, walang iba. Okay.
So we're bringing now the chicken adobo.
Right now, as you can see, we have the Filipino restaurant here in Brooks. And I know that prior to this, we also have one Filipino restaurant. And but now this is more of Filipino ambience because we served all the Filipino delicacies that we also have back home. And this is also like eat all you can. So you can eat as many as you want. And other than this business that is owned by Filipinos, we know that every year lots of Filipino families, Filipino workers that are coming here in the community. And yes, we have a considerable amount of Filipinos that are actually residing here in Brooks. So maybe there are 4 or 5 massage clinics and spas that are being owned by Filipinos. And most of them just started last year. So that's really great that people too are trying to not just focus on becoming workers, but at the same time becoming business owners to address the needs of the community. And we all know that we want to support local rather than going somewhere and avail of the services. So I'm really happy that a lot of our community members now are also opening their businesses and are actually doing well. So I'm so glad about it.
With us Filipinos, we're actually open with other communities. Actually, since my wife, and by the way, my wife was the one elected as Filipino community, we've been talking about this during their meetings, and I've been suggesting to them that we have to reach out to other communities. It's good for the community to reach out other culture and other communities. I think it's going to be beneficial. Imagine if not just the Filipinos, there's Spanish communities, there are African communities that comes together hand in hand and help Brooks known to everybody. Because sometimes yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. I think there's no negative things about that. When everybody is connected to each other, help is way faster. When there's trouble, there's always a help, and I think it's way efficient that way. Well, Filipinos are so religious too. If you go to the Catholic Church, most of the choir, all of them are Filipinos. Now our parish priest in Brook is a Filipino, and religion affects everything. The respect to the family, it's all it covers everything, and I think that's the most important culture that we have. Filipinos are so religious.
Relationship with the family is a big thing. So we are a very close-knit family. So we honor and respect elders. It's a no-no for a younger generation to disrespect the older generation. The elders are the ones who is the source of, like, the knowledge and wisdom, and they have, as a younger generation, we have to show respect to them. So it's a big thing. It's a no-no to disrespect them.
With my Filipino community, with my friends, I saw some friends of mine, they were separated with the families already. This is the threat going to. Can I post? This is the threat of leaving the family back home. It's a big challenge. That's why I found the way, the community, my work, and my home. That's something that I want to share with them, impart with them, that I think I found the success of working in the community, to be busy in the community than doing something else. It's not easy to be alone in Canada without your family. You're going to be separated with your kids. And the challenge is, yes, you're going to have a better life. You can support with families back home. They must have a strong will to build that family and bring their family in Canada. Without that, if they cannot survive with it, it's all failure. Because your goal coming to Canada is to bring your family, give them a good life, so they can also help people back there.